Hello guys, Life Hackster here. Today we are going to take a look and test out lamp socket power adapter options to power up your outdoor Wi-Fi cameras. Like any security cameras that's powered by USB. In this video though, I'll focus on two popular outdoor cams, the Tapo C120 and also the Eufy Outdoor Cam, because these cameras doesn't need a monthly subscription. But any camera that is powered by 5 volts USB power should work. There's some caveats to it though, on which lamp socket you can use, and I'll tell you here later on. Now normally we do have some type of wall lighting at our houses, usually near our front, back, or side doors. These are usually some type of sconce lighting, and these are the ones that we are going to use for this setup, so that you don't have to worry about finding the nearest power outlet to power up your plug-in camera. I made a part 1 video of this using the Wyze lamp socket powering up their WiseCam V4 or their V3 a few videos ago, and I will link it down below if you haven't seen it yet. Now, the Wyze lamp socket functionality, like scheduling of the lights or turning on when motion is detected by the camera, is controlled by only these two versions of the WiseCams. It will be added on the accessory setting on the app of the V3 or the V4. So by itself, it will not work with the WiseCam OG, and because it is only 1 amp power output, it will not work with the WiseCam V3 Pro and the WiseCam Pan version 3. Today though, I'll show you that you can have about the same functionality of this setup, but using any security camera that is USB powered. You just need to add or replace one thing. But before I'll tell you what it is, the Wyze lamp socket is only one of a few lamp socket adapters that I found at Amazon. We also have the Wasserstein socket, which is a bit bigger or wider and has a 2.4 amps output compared to only 1 amp on the Wyze. Now the disadvantage of the Wasserstein though is that it is a bit wider, and also the placement of the USB port when you plug in the USB cable, and depending on how big your light fixture is, like in my example here, it will not fit. I also have this 2-pack generic branded lamp socket adapters that the USB-A port is on the end of a built-in cable, which should fit with smaller light fixtures. And this also has a 1.5 amp output. Okay, now as to the thing that you need to add or replace is basically the light or the bulb. Change it to a smart bulb. Now I'll be using a Tapo smart bulb here because the first setup that I'll show you will be with the Tapo C120. This Tapo smart bulb is easy to set up, no hub needed, and it connects directly to your Wi-Fi. And we'll have all these settings. This Tapo model that I bought is RGB and also Matter compatible if you are into that. And it will have the regular settings like scheduling. Time to set this up. But first, turn off the switch to your light fixture. And I'll be using the generic lamp socket on this demo, so I'll be screwing this into my light. And I'll plug in a shorter USB-C cable. I'll screw in the Tapo C120 and plug in the USB-C cable to power up the camera. Now you will need to tape this for weatherproofing, but for now I'll use a mounting tape to stick it on the back of the light like so. You will then need some wire management, which I'll use the hot glue technique, which I made a video on, and I will link it down below if you haven't seen it yet. I'll just put the glue on the wire and over it, let it cool down, and it will secure it in place. Another one right here on one side of the cable, then over it and going to the other side, and just let it cool down. I'll then screw in the Tapo smart bulb. Let's set some automation. Open up the Tapo app, click Smart, add automation, add trigger, trigger device, look for the Tapo C120, and I just want person detected. Add action, control smart device, Tapo bulb, and I'll choose on duration, so we can set how long the light will turn on when a person is detected, and I'll set it for 1 minute. And you can also choose what color because this bulb is RGB, and also the brightness. Click done and click next. Name this automation, and you can have it run all the time or set it in a schedule. For me, I want this automation or routine to run after midnight up to 6 AM and every day, and click done. Now you can also go to the smart bulb settings and set a schedule to turn on the lights from 6:30 PM and add another schedule at 12 AM for the light to turn off. Then the automation will take over and will turn on the light when it detects a person. Alright, so we are going to test the Tapo C120 together with the generic lamp bulb socket and also the Tapo bulb. and see if its automation works. And I've changed the time though to always, so when the Tapo C120 detects me, the light also turns on and I'll get a notification. Cool. See how fast it loads up? Loads up pretty quick. So after about a minute, the light should turn off. Nice. Now for the second setup, it will be with the Eufy Outdoor Cam. And for this demo, I'll use the Wise lamp socket, and I'll plug in a short micro USB cable and screw this on into my light fixture. Install the Eufy Outdoor Cam and plug it in for power, which I left the switch to on so that you can see that the Wise lamp socket is powering up the Eufy. Then I'll screw in my Tapo smart bulb, because Eufy doesn't sell at this time anyways any smart bulbs. Now the automation or the routine that we are going to use for the Eufy to trigger the Tapo bulb is through Amazon Alexa. So both your Eufy and Tapo accounts needs to be added to the Alexa app. Open up the app, plus sign, and choose routine. Routine name, add an event, smart home, look for the Eufy Outdoor Cam, which this is the E210, the 1080p version, and when motion is detected, so no choice for only person detection. Add an action, smart home, lights, look for the Tapo smart bulb, next, power to turn it on. You can also set the brightness and color. Next, and you can also change the time and set it in a schedule and save. Next, we need to add another routine to turn off the light. Add an event, smart home, E210, when motion is detected. Next, set the schedule, add an action, scroll down to wait, and we'll say the light to turn on for 1 minute. Next, add another action, smart home, lights, Tapo bulb. Next, choose turn off. So after the motion has been detected, it will wait for 1 minute before turning off the light. Alright, so we are going to test the Eufy Outdoor Cam together with the Tapo smart bulb and also with the Wise lamp socket. I did change the routines schedule, so even now, if I am detected, let's see, there you go, the lamp will turn on, and I do get a notification right here and saw me. Then I'm gonna get out of the frame, and then we'll see if the 1 minute routine will turn off the light. We are just waiting. There you go. Now it turned off. Cool. It works. Okay, so I'm here in the front of the house just to show you that I actually currently use this setup using the WiseCam V4 and also the Wise lamp socket. And this is mostly also for a long-term use and the review of the WiseCam V4. Alright, I've given you options to powering up your wired or plugged-in USB-powered Wi-Fi cameras using a lamp socket adapter. I'm actually surprised there's not a lot of other brands selling this type of adapter. I will link all the products that I've used here in the description down below, and that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.